Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be going over this week's update, which is mainly focusing on the Orthen dig site release. I'm going to be kind of doing an info dump in this video, talking about all of the information we have from the update post itself. And yeah, my plans are, of course, to make guides on all of the mysteries for this new dig site, as well as videos on any other things that might be important to cover. I have just gotten started in it here. I am at the first location doing some excavating, and my goal is to complete the mysteries first on my main account by solving them myself, and then I'll make the guides for them on my hardcore Iron Man, which is already 120 or 200 mil even. So yeah, at the moment I am at this Dragonkin coffin location and haven't uncovered any mysteries yet, but there is one located here that I found from the book. And if you do look in your archaeology journal, you'll see there is a new tab for mysteries, the Dragonkin culture tab, and that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mysteries here to solve for Orthen. So looking forward to getting into these and solving them. And yeah, definitely going to be giving you those guides as soon as I do manage to solve them. And we'll see how long that does take. I have seen some solved first broadcasts in the chat, but I have only been on for a little bit just to do some of this beginning archaeology. But anyways, let's get into the update post here. So the first thing you need to know, of course, is that this dig site requires level 90 archaeology. And you can actually teleport here with your master archaeology outfit. If you use the teleport option, there is a location for Orthen, and that will take you pretty much directly to the Anachronia base camp, which is pretty nice, and it's basically going to make it so you don't really need to use the Anachronia lodestone anymore. And if you don't mind pulling out the outfit, it's a nice quick teleport there. So you can do that. And then you will want to speak to Mr. Mordo, who is the dig site manager for this dig site, which I guess makes a little sense. And then you'll pretty much be able to do whatever you need. And y'all have to, I had to speak with him to figure out where exactly to go, because it wasn't too clear based on just looking at the map where to go to find these dig site locations. You do, I did have to speak to him, but basically, if I could go back to the surface, pretty much. From the lodestone or from the base camp, you come out across the bridge, go south here, and then up north through the arcane epiterosaur hunting areas to this Crypt of Varanus area. And if you go down here, you will get to this area that I'm at the moment, which does have these plots for level 99. Then there's also Varanussaur remains, which are level 90, and up there is one more plot, which is the Dragonkin Reliquary, which are level 96. So this is the lowest level section of the dig site, and is hopefully where I'm going to be uncovering at least the first mystery. You can also see there's quite a few new materials for these new plots. We've got the Compass Rose, the Orgone, there's also Carbon Black. Those are the three that I have at the moment, but there's also Felt, as you can see, at the level 90 location. And then Dragon Metal is another new one from the level 96 spot. So several new materials. You can also see some material caches here, Felt there. I'm not sure if there were any others, but Compass Rose is there. So there are a couple new material caches as well, of course. So that's interesting. Wonder if there's any others located throughout the world that aren't just in the Orthen area. But they also do say that completion of Desperate Times and Desperate Measures is not required, but will be helpful for some of the later puzzles. So I don't know if that means it's never required, or for the latest, like the most end game of the mysteries here, you will need it, those quests. But we'll have to wait and see on that till we get those mysteries done, or at least uncover them. But the first thing that they go over is the new relics, which are available from this dig site, and there are 3 of them, so I'm going to go over those now. The first is Evil Bob's Cat's Paw, and this basically will automatically cook all of the fish as you catch them while you're fishing. and there's no chance to burn while this is happening, and you'll only get 50% of each fish's base cooking XP. But I mean, that is pretty good considering it's 0 time cooking XP compared to your fishing. You can just fish and get the cooking XP without having to go and do the cooking at all. And it seems pretty good, although of course if you're just going for cooking XP, maybe on Iron Man, you're not going to want to use this. But other than that, I mean, it seems like a pretty good little relic. Doesn't seem super OP, but it's definitely nice and convenient if you need to get some quick food maybe, or something like that. I'm not sure how useful it would be on main accounts if you would want to use it or not. Basically just, I guess, would depend if the fish themselves are worth more cooked or raw, which I'm not sure. They tend to fluctuate as far as I know, but yeah, that's an interesting one. And they actually don't say in this post what level you require for these relics, but they are located here in the skill menu. So Evil Bob's Cat's Paw is level 99 archaeology. So I assume you'll probably get that from a collection that you receive from this area maybe, because of the fact that you, of course, or maybe from one of the mysteries in this area, because of the fact that, of course, the highest level plot here is the level 99 plot. The next one, which confused me a little bit, is called Soma. And the reason it's confusing is because they say that the Dragonkin's top scientists were responsible for brewing up this tasty potion. And I thought, so it's a new potion basically that allows you to boost your archaeology precision. But no, it's actually not a potion. It is a relic, but the relic item is kind of like a potion. So that was a bit confusing to me because there's also new potions with this update, but this is actually a relic. And pretty much when you have this relic on, your archaeology precision is increased by 20%, which is quite a lot. But the downside is you will not receive any soil from doing your excavating. And I would say this is definitely worth it for people who are on main accounts that just want to get as much XP as possible and don't mind buying the materials to create the artifacts. But on something like Iron Man, where you really already get too many artifacts for the materials you receive, that wouldn't really be too worth it, as you need the soil at least to get those extra materials, either from your auto screener or if you're sifting it yourself or however you want to do it. But I definitely think that that won't be too useful for Iron Man, but for mains, it's definitely a good thing to chuck on if you do want to get the most XP you possibly can. So that's another relic, and that one I believe was level 102 or something last I checked. I forgot to look again. Yeah, 102 for Soma Relic. And then the last one is this one right here, the Caladanda relic there. Oh, and I guess these aren't from collections, as you can tell, because they don't say the collection requirement, nor do they say the mystery requirement, so there must be something else entirely. But this one, the Caladanda, is from the Dragonkin 3 collection. So that one is a collection reward, and this one is basically something that it does seem pretty useful. It lets you note bones and ash drops from combat. Basically all of the bones and ashes that you get will be noted. However, if you have something like the Bone Crusher or the Attuned Ectoplasmator or prayer urns, things like that, they will be considered first. So if you have a Bone Crusher, your bones will be crushed and not noted, of course. But if you have the Bone Crusher and you have it excluding, say, hardened dragon bones or whatever the rune dragon bones are called now, then they will still be noted. Even though the Bone Crusher is there, it's just going to ignore them and then note them as well. So this one seems pretty useful, I would say, for when you're doing like Slayer, I guess, at least for maybe like Eret bones, and also from like rune dragons and various of the gemstone dragons. It seems like a pretty good one just to chuck on while you're doing Slayer. Kind of depends how much relic power it does require. But yeah, it doesn't seem too bad at all. Kind of devalues the Fremennik Sea Boots 4 a little bit, because you could just use this relic to get those noted Dagonoth bones, rather. But still, I think it's a pretty cool one. And those are the 3 new relics. So important to note, none in here that are going to be changing the meta for top combat relics. They are mostly just utility ones, first 2 for fishing, and then the third one just to get you some extra loot from those noted bones. And yeah, that's the new relics section. I do want to just quickly mention how this place, I think it looks pretty freaking cool, this new area that they have here. Haven't been to any of the other ones yet. I know there is one more at least that I have access to right at the start, but I have not headed over there just yet, just trying to get started at this place and get some mysteries started. But damn, it does look pretty good. I'm a pretty big fan of it. It's just it's pretty cool looking. And it also seems like there are some Dragonkin words here on the walls, which I may look into translating using the information from Desperate Measures. It is a very interesting looking. Wonder if those have anything to do with any of the mysteries in the area. We'll have to see. But back to the update here, we have the new potions, which we had heard about prior, and they're pretty much exactly what was expected of them. First of all, there's the Holy Aggro Overload, which of course combines Prayer Renewal, Aggression Potion, and Overload, and it requires all the materials you'd expect. Pretty much to make it all from scratch, you need a Crystal Flask, an Overload, an Aggression Potion, a Prayer Renewal Potion, and one Spider Venom, which I assume is used already for the Aggro Overload, I would guess, because in the other recipe you can just use an Aggro Overload and a Prayer Renewal. Oh no, that also requires the Spider Venom. So the Spider Venom is the new addition in that recipe to combine them all into one. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I guess good for people who are doing mostly Slayer. Those will probably be good for. Then there is this one, which is very intriguing, the Summoning Renewal Potion, which all that requires is a Spirit Weed Potion and a Tomb Shroom. So it's not too bad of a recipe to make, although Spirit Weed Potions are, of course, rather expensive due to the fact that they're used to make summoning potions to begin with. So this is probably only going to increase their value even further. But basically it does say it's pretty much like a Prayer Renewal Potion for summoning, which sounds extremely strong, and I am definitely interested to see how much total summoning points it restores, as well as how long it takes to restore that amount. I assume it lasts like 5 minutes like the Prayer Renewal does, but just like how much does it actually restore in the end? That is a pretty crazy sounding potion. I'm definitely looking forward to testing that one out at various locations. They also have the Archaeology Potion, which is, oh, by the way, for the Holy Aggro Overload, you do need level 98 Herblore. For the Summoning Renewal, you need level 88. And then for this next one, the Archaeology Potion, you need level 78. So the lowest level one thus far in this list. And this one requires an Avanto Potion unfinished and 5 of any soil, which is not very nice for brewing these. That's going to be a bit of a pain to have. But basically it just boosts your archaeology skill by 3 levels. That's pretty much it. Not too exciting there. Maybe good for cheesing to some of the mystery levels that you don't feel like getting, if that's possible. I'm not even sure. But would be nice if you want to try and boost yourself up a bit to skip to some higher level plots if you're willing to do that. The next one here is the Powerburst of Opportunity, which was the new Powerburst. Was pretty excited to see what this did, as it didn't actually have any information when they first talked about it. Unfortunately, it is pretty much the most boring thing I could have expected. It basically will double the effects of Rockertunities and Archaeology Opportunity things, like these time sprite things, for 10 seconds. So yeah, that's not very exciting at all. I think they've really the Powerburst potions as a whole have been quite underwhelming in my opinion. They I mean, they're obviously like the vitality and the acceleration are quite good for very niche scenarios, but in general, they're not the most exciting potions when they really could have some pretty crazy uses. Hopefully they have some new ones in the future that aren't as bad, but this one's also a bit of a pain to brew. Requires, of course, the Powerburst Vial, some Primal Extract, 2 Dinosaur Claws from the Ranch at a Time, 1 Phasmatite Ore, strangely enough, and then 1 Third Age Iron, which is, of course, a archaeology material. So, yeah, the Powerburst potions in general have quite crazy recipes, and, yeah, they're not the most convenient things to make in the world, but still, new Powerburst potion. I guess that is interesting to say the least. Level 103 Herblore there, if I didn't mention. And the last new potion is the Spirit Attraction Potion. And this basically will automatically collect your Saren Spirits, your Chronicles from Divination, your Blessings of the Gods from your Brooch, and your Fire Spirits from Fire Making. So yeah, quite all-encompassing there. I assume it probably lasts for like 5 minutes, just like a regular potion would. Seems like it'll be pretty useful. I would probably use this just to make sure I don't miss my Seren Spirits or anything. Even more AFK, although it is a bit of a pain to make. It sounds like you need 1 Primal Extract, 1 Enhanced Luck Potion, and 1 Time-Worn Tincture. And I'm going to be honest, I do not know what a Time-Worn Tincture is. I'm going to quickly type that in to Google here. Sorry for the typing noises, of course, but I'm just interested to see. Yeah, I type in Time-Worn Tincture, and that doesn't come up with anything. So I assume that that is something new, but I'm not 100% sure how you get it or what exactly it is. We'll have to see if that comes more clear later on. Like I said, just an info dump here from the main page. I did just really get on and I jump into this first dig site, but haven't seen too much else outside of that. But that one requires level 116 Herblore also, so that is quite a lot. And it does say you'll need to find the recipes for all these potions before you can use them, and apparently they are found somewhere throughout Orthen's ruins. So I'll of course have a video on all these potion locations once I have found them, or at least the information is available to us. And yeah, that's the potions section. As we get a 4th artifact here, another duplicate as this. Yeah, there are 3 different ones here, so a bit unlucky on my rates there, but whatever. The last, or is this the last section? Pretty much. We have the skilling offhands, which we knew were coming as well. There is the Orthen Furnace Core, which says you'll get bonuses to smithing and firemaking. It doesn't give any details on what those bonuses are, but this is not acquirable until 102 archaeology. And you will need level 99 smithing and then only 5 firemaking to equip it, I guess, because it says to keep it from being too hot to handle. So 99 smithing required for this thing, which is a bit strange considering it's something that's supposed to give you boosts for smithing. I feel like that's a bit of a steep requirement for people who might not be trading smithing post 99, of course, unless it goes 120 someday. But yeah, that's that one. And then the Artificer's Measure similarly gives bonuses to crafting or construction. Again, no details on that, and it becomes available again at 102 archaeology. However, you do need 99 crafting to wield it, so both of them requiring level 99 in one of the respective skills that they're used to give bonuses in. Bit strange if you ask me, but again, I do not know what these actually do yet. I will have a video, of course, discussing those effects and how good they are once those effects are known to me. And yeah, looking forward to it for sure, and I'm definitely looking forward to making videos on all the mysteries as well. Really love archaeology. I mean, even this new dig site, it's just such a great skill, so much cool stuff involved with it, and really love the mysteries and everything. It's just really well done by Jagex, and great skill. New dig site's pretty sweet. And we also have one other bit of stuff here, the repeatable community event, and this is basically just like the pylon at the Caradette dig site, as far as I can tell. You probably noticed during this video I've been collecting these raw skeleton, or I don't know why I keep seeing raw instead of Rex. I've been reading it that wrong way for like this entire time, but these Rex skeleton fragments are piling up in my inventory here, and these are basically, I assume, just pretty much the same as the pylon batteries from Caradette. And you can contribute these to the Rex skeleton back at the base camp, and you'll pretty much activate these rewards, which give you a 25% XP boost to Hunter, Archaeology, and Agility activities on... oh, I just got some yak track thing. But it'll give you a 25% XP bonus to Archaeology, Agility, and Hunter activities on Anachronia. And you'll also get a small boost to drop rates for things from the Agility course, from Archaeology, from Big Game Hunter, and from Slayer. So pretty nice couple bonuses there. I would definitely make sure you're paying attention to the percentages or whatever it would be at that skeleton, and contributing your fragments whenever you want to get those bonuses. Because as far as I remember, although I don't see it exactly stated here, but I believe you pretty much have to contribute some to be able to get the bonuses, otherwise you will not get them. So it's not like the pylon in that way where you can just wait until it's completed and come reap the rewards during the time it's active. As far as I can tell, you do need to actually contribute to get those rewards. Of course, the archaeology XP embargo has also been lifted today. You can start using your XP stars and lamps and stuff on archaeology if you so desire. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it here, you guys. As far as I can tell, that's the entire news post and pretty much everything that I know as far as archaeology is or as far as Orthen is concerned. I'm really looking forward, though, to bringing you several more videos today on various things from mysteries to the skilling offhands to pretty much whatever I can find. And yeah, I'm really excited. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. Let me know your initial thoughts on the Orthen dig site down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.